It also has some neat gaming features, which we'll talk about later. We bought the 65-inch size to test, but it also comes in 75 inches. We do expect the larger size to offer very similar performance, but bigger TVs tend to have more uniformity issues. We'll go over the design of the TV and then focus on the picture quality. We'll then look at the motion handling and input lag before comparing to competing models which are currently available. The design of the Q9FN is excellent. It looks modern and has a relatively small stand which fits well on most tables. Like other high-end Samsung TVs for the past few years, the Q9FN has an external One Connect box. This provides a central hub which can be far away from the TV to connect your other devices. Compared to previous year's models, this one is much larger as it contains the power supply for the TV. There is only a single cable connecting the One Connect box and the TV. The TV doesn't plug in anywhere else. When viewed from the side, the TV isn't as thin as previous edge-lit models, but still sits close to a wall. There is also the option of a no-gap wall mount, which allows it to sit almost completely flush. If we take a thermal picture of the TV, we can see that most of the heat is given off by the external One Connect box, which contains the power supply. Now we'll look at the picture quality. We'll be comparing to TVs which are currently available, but this will change as more models are released throughout the year. For an updated comparison with new models as we buy and test them, see the review page on our website, which is linked below. The Q9FN can produce deep blacks due to the high native contrast ratio. This allows the TV to produce deep dark scenes when viewed in a dark room. It is much better than IPS TVs like the LG SK9000. The TV also has a local dimming feature, which is great at reducing blooming. It is quite aggressive though, and although it does effectively produce deep dark scenes, it does also crush small highlights. This is most obvious when compared side by side to another TV like the Sony Z9D. Comparing the C8 OLED, Samsung Q9FN, and Sony Z9D, we can see that the Samsung crushes stars in this Star Wars clip regardless of the local dimming setting. When viewed at an angle, the image does lose accuracy and brightness. Different people notice this more or less, but for a room with wide seating, an OLED TV like the C8 or an IPS TV like the SK9000 is a better choice. The reflection handling of the TV is excellent. The glossy finish does result in defined reflections, but the coating is excellent at reducing their intensity. Compared to other high-end TVs, it does have less of a purple tint, which is good. Even for a bright room, this is a great result. The Q9FN has an excellent brightness. The TV can produce bright highlights in real scenes at about 900 nits in HDR. Unlike OLED TVs, the Q9FN can also get the whole screen very bright, which is excellent for overcoming glare in a bright room. The grey uniformity of the Q9FN is decent. There are some non-uniform vertical bands. This results in noticeable dirty screen effect when watching sports like hockey or football, or when playing games with large uniform areas. This is quite common for LCD TVs, and those sensitive to uniformity problems may prefer the results of an OLED TV. Like other QLED TVs, the Q9FN supports an excellent wide color gamut. This helps to produce vivid, saturated highlights when watching HDR, and is an improvement over other LCD or OLED TVs. The response time of the Q9FN is very fast, so only a very short trail can be seen following fast-moving content. This is slightly visible as the short red smear following our moving logo. Some duplications can also be seen due to the flicker of the backlight at 480 Hz, but this isn't very noticeable in normal content. The TV also has the option to reduce the backlight flicker frequency to 60 Hz with the LED clear motion option. This flicker frequency matches each frame of 60 Hz content, producing very clear motion without persistence blur. This option isn't for everyone though, as the flicker is quite noticeable and reduces the brightness of the image. The input lag of the Q9FN is excellent. With game mode activated, the lag is about 20 milliseconds, regardless of the resolution, and with SDR or HDR content. This feels responsive, whether you're playing on the Xbox One X or a Nintendo Switch. Especially interesting is the Game Motion Plus feature. This is a motion interpolation feature which results in a smooth image, even if the frame rate drops due to graphically intense sequences or for 30 FPS games. This has a low input lag of 21 milliseconds, which is matched only by other 2018 Samsung TVs. At the moment, the Q9FN doesn't support a variable refresh rate. This will likely change in the coming months, as Samsung has announced it will be updated to support both HDMI 4's variable refresh rate feature and FreeSync. We'll update the description and pin a comment below when we test the variable refresh rate update, or you can see our review for the status of this feature. The smart platform is easy to navigate and straightforward to use. The Q9FN comes with a metal remote, similar to the QLEDs of last year. It has a built-in microphone with Bixby assistance for searching through content and changing TV settings too. So overall, the Q9FN is a strong performer across the board and for a wide range of different usages. If you're after the best LCD and price isn't a concern, then go with the Q9FN. OLED TVs like the C8 do offer better dark scene performance as they can produce perfect blacks. They also remain accurate when viewed at an angle, which is great for those who might sit off to the side. There may be a risk of burn-in though, so if this is a concern, then an LCD without this risk provides peace of mind. Also, those who like very bright or vivid images may prefer to go with the Q9FN. The Samsung Q8FN shares many similarities to the higher-end Q9FN. It has a different design without the external One Connect box. The 55-inch model we tested has worse local dimming and can't get as bright, but otherwise offers similar performance. Those who want the best should go with a higher-end Q9FN, but most people are better off saving the money and going with the 8 series. The Sony X900F is a great TV. Compared to the Q9FN, it has slightly worse dark scene performance due to the less effective local dimming, and also doesn't have as good an anti-reflective coating to combat glare in bright rooms. Overall, it does offer slightly worse performance, but at a much more affordable price. If you're looking to save some money, then the X900F is the way to go. LG's IPS TVs, like the SK9000, have a low native contrast ratio, so blacks appear grey in a dark room. This isn't as noticeable in a bright room though, and the image does remain accurate when viewed at an angle. For those who watch TV in a bright room with wide seating, it may be worth saving the money to get the SK9000, but if you can afford it, the Samsung Q9FN is a better TV for mixed usage. So that's it. You can check out all of the measurements on our website. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel or become a contributor. Also, we're currently hiring in our offices in Montreal for various positions. So if you want to help people find the best product for their needs, have a look at the careers page on our website. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.